Are you thinking about making a move to Greensboro, North Carolina? I am here today to take you on, let's just say, a flying bird's eye view of the Greensboro Triad area. I'm going to be showing you pockets, little suburbs, little towns, little places that maybe, if Greensboro is not your jam, can spread a little bit further out from it and find some other places that are great options if you don't want to live in a bigger city. Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here. I love it here. I want you to visit and I want you to move here and love it as much as I do. If you can do this for me, this would be awesome. If you could like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications because each week I'm going to be taking you on a tour or a little adventure of all things Greensboro Triad area. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so let's look at just the state real quick of North Carolina. Here's the whole state outlined out. You can see where Greensboro is right in the middle, which makes it the perfect location to be in the mountains real quick. You can be to Asheville, which is super fun. 2.5 hours. You can be to the mountains up here, Banner Elk, Boone, like 2.5 hours. You can be to Charlotte in less than 2 hours, depending on where you're going. The Raleigh-Durham area, which is the Research Triangle. You've got Raleigh, Durham, and Cary, which makes it confusing because it's the triangle, we're the triad, and you can be to the beach in 2.5 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. So let's zoom in on Greensboro. So what makes up the triad? The triad is Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point. And you've got all the little suburbs and little towns around them. But let's look at Greensboro real quick. So here's the outline of Greensboro. You've got 840, which it gets confusing when you're driving through it because they've been working on it forever. So you've got 40 that runs east to west and 85, which is north to south. So here it is. And then it's business 85 through here, and then it loops back into 40. So I just call it the loop for ease of just everybody knows what you should be talking about if you call it that. 73 loops in here, and that's what they've put in to take you up to Summerfield. So let's talk about Summerfield. Summerfield is a great area if you're looking to move outside of the city. It's a larger sized area, but what Summerfield used to be was farming land, and it really still kind of is. You've got pockets of neighborhoods that have popped up. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. But you can see that it's a lot of green space out here. It's not very built up. You've got neighborhoods that are in here, but not hugely built up like Greensboro proper is. There's about 11,000 people that live in Summerfield. The square miles it's 26 square miles. And 150 is what's going to take you over to Brown Summit, maybe to 29. But the 73 right here is just clutch and getting you quickly. So you can get to the airport in 12 minutes. So I can get to the airport in 12 minutes because I'm over here by the Arboretum. So Summerfield may be a good option for you. It is in the county. So you're either going to have two things really to live there. You're either going to live in a development, and those developments either have neighborhood septic and water, or you're going to have to get your own well and your own septic. So you're either going to live in a neighborhood, that's number one, or number two, you're just going to be just like one house. They tend to be more brick ranches out there, older homes. Ooh. That's my meditation app. I'll meditate after we do this. So those are the two type houses that you have. You're either going to be in a development, or it's just going to be houses like more out in the country. You do have county taxes, which is great because you're living out in the county, but there's a Food Lion here. If you zoom in, there's a Food Lion over here. You have a Walgreens, you've got a couple of restaurants. So that's all here, and you're close. Burr Mill, you can check out where I looked at green spaces. So you're really here where there's a ton of shops, and you can, or big box stores, Starbucks, Harris Teeter, restaurants, UPS, all this stuff it is right here. If you're thinking, well, wow, this is really far out. It is farther out, but because you've got these roads around it, you can get around quickly. Now, the second town I want to highlight is Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge is is smaller. It's one of the smaller things I'm talking about today. It's only 15 square miles, and there's only 7,500 people that live there. It's very tiny, which is nice. You're living in the county. It's same thing when it goes to Summerfield. You're going to be more than likely have a septic tank, and hopefully you're going to live in a neighborhood that's got well water. If not, you're going to have to do those things, which is maintenance for you, but you are living out in the county, and your taxes are going to be less expensive. I would say that the average house prices in Summerfield and Oak Ridge are higher than if you're living in Greensboro, because they tend to be much larger houses. The average house price is higher. But Oak Ridge does have some shops right there at 68 and 150. So you've got some restaurants here. You've got Lowe's Food. And so with being in Oak Ridge, you can be to PTI, the airport, in 12 minutes. It's going to take, I would say, 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes to get to Winston-Salem and to get to downtown Greensboro. We're going to have you go down 73 and weave your way into there. So if you're thinking about, another one that is good is Stokesdale. So again, that's a little bit further out, but you're also able to hop on this bypass and scoot around on 73. So the good thing is, this is just a little thing to throw out there, if you are thinking about working or living in Southern Virginia, I have several buyers that have found me on YouTube that are looking to work in Southern Virginia. If you time it right and live on the northern side of town, you can be here in 30 minutes. Greensboro to Danville's 45. So if you live far enough north, like say Summerfield or Stokesdale, you can be up here very quickly to like Ridgeway. Mayodan and Madison are also other good areas, but you are further out there, and you're not having the convenience of being to an airport in a very quick amount of time. So Stokesdale is another area that's good. They have 6,000 people that live there. So there's not much, but you've got there's not a lot of people there, which is totally fine. You've got 2 grocery stores. You can plan and hop on these highways and be downtown or down into Greensboro, Winston-Salem quickly. It's 18 minutes to PTI, 30 minutes to downtown, 30 minutes to Winston-Salem. So let's zoom out a little bit. Blues Creek is a fun place if you've got a boat and you can go out on there. They call it a creek, but people definitely take their boats out and play and have fun. So let's go down and check out Kernersville. I'm going to say Kernersville is closer to Winston-Salem. So I'm going to say Kernersville is really a suburb of Winston. Still a good place to as an option if you don't want to live in Greensboro. So still Guilford County. And so Kernersville is 26,000 population, and it's 17 square miles. So it's a little bit spread out, but that's a great place to live. I feel like the housing there is less than what it is in Greensboro and Oak Ridge and Summerfield, but there's a lot to offer here in Kernersville. Like everything that you would need to live store-wise is there. Like you have everything here. I'm going to say it's a little bit more, population is more there obviously than it is in these other small things like Oak Ridge or Stokesdale or Summerfield. But you're super close to Winston-Salem. You are, I'm going to say 15 minutes to Winston, 17 to the airport, our airport in the Triad, and like 25 minutes to downtown Greensboro. Winston-Salem, as you can see, is much bigger. It's about the size of Greensboro. Is square mileage wise, it is 132 square miles. So it is much more spread out, but it is a smaller city population wise. The population is 250, where Greensboro is 300. And it's 25 minutes to PTI and 35 minutes to downtown Greensboro. Now, Winston-Salem does have an airport. It's right there. I will be honest, I don't know anything about it because I fly out of PTI. It's an international airport. It's not massive, but it's still an international airport. They do have a tourist field where they have a minor league baseball team. Baptist is there. Wake Forest is there. They've got sports and fun activities. And so Winston has a lot going on. They've built up downtown. You've got the Ronalda House. They've got museums, which is nice if you like that sort of thing. But they do have several colleges: Winston-Salem State University, University of North Carolina. And then the medical facilities, Baptist, and then Forsyth. So Winston has, in and of itself, so many suburbs: Rural Hall, Pfafftown, Louisville, Clemens, Walkertown. These are all suburbs of Winston-Salem. So let's move on over to High Point. So High Point used to be, it is the furniture capital of the world. Here's the world's largest chest of drawers if you want to check out that. It's so funny. So that's what they have there. It used to be brown. I don't know why they painted it gray, but whatever. So High Point it's also spread out. If you saw the video where I showed you High Point Lake, where Jamestown was, that's where it kind of ends. So it does come up a good ways here in this area. So High Point is 114,000 people live there, and it's 53 square miles. And it's 30 minutes to downtown, and I'd say 25 to the airport. And they do have a lot of nice restaurants there. They have a lot of medical facilities there. Furnitureland South, if you're coming down looking to buy furniture, it is the furniture capital of the world. It used to be where there was a ton of, find the words, Meredith. They used to have a lot of furniture manufacturers there. The industry changed. A lot of things have gone overseas, but the furniture market comes twice a year. It comes in April. We're right up on it. I get to go shopping. It comes in April and October. And so you're inundated with a lot of people, like hundreds of thousands of people come in from all over the world to shop furniture market. They showcase their furniture. So a lot of downtown is showrooms right in this area down here, Main Street and Ward and all this. So over here is High Point University, which it's so big. Oh, here it is. It's sorry, I was in the wrong area, but it is over there as well. I mean, it is spread out and it's massive. So that's there. And if you want to see what the suburbs of High Point is, you've got Archdale and Trinity. That's a bigger area. I mean, it's not huge. And it's not a super huge area, but you're right off of 85, which is convenient if you're looking to go north and get up to Greensboro, scoot on up to Greensboro real quick. So you have Archdale, you have Trinity, and then you have Thomasville as well. So those are all different areas you could check out. Lexington's far. I mean, Lexington from here is a good 45 minutes. Also another place you may want to check out. But I would say the ease of getting to an airport quickly and getting places quick, all of these are in a good area. So if you've got any questions, please let me know. I'm going to deep dive on each of these little suburbs and show you what each of these cities offer. And come back next week. I hope you liked your bird's eye tour today of the Greensboro Triad area. I am going to start highlighting the local areas. So stay tuned so you can check out all the suburbs that I went over today. So you can see them on my video next week and all the weeks to follow. Each week I'm going to be posting a video, so don't forget to come back. Thanks.